What's up, guys? Good morning, and it is Jonathan with One Big Impact. If you're new here, check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. So I want to first of all start by saying I might be a little bit cranky, so I don't need no sly comments in the comment section below. Please beware. I just got sprinklered out with my clients. Sprinklers came on and kind of ruined our session and stuff like that, so I have no clue what that guy was doing. That was the craziest running I've ever seen in my life, but more power to him. I feel like I should have videoed that. Hopefully you guys saw what was happening in the background. I want to explain something, and it's because it's a question that keeps coming up, and it's a very important question. A lot of people are asking me, hey, what's going on with this food journal thing? And this is going to be a basic answer for anybody that wants to start tracking their food. But also, why is that yellow circle on my face? I am not okay with that. It's driving me nuts being there. I really wish it was not on my screen. Autofocus on. There we go. It's gone. Thank you. Thank you very much. Food journal. Okay? A lot of people are asking the question, Angela said something about, are you okay with tracking electronically and stuff like that? Are you okay? And then Mary said, are you okay with like MyFitnessPal and stuff like that? To be honest, I don't really care, okay? I'm going to tell you this though. A word of caution when it comes to this. In the next 20 years, the chances that you will gain weight back are extremely high. I'm not wishing that upon anybody at all, in any way, shape, or form. But it's about 95% of people that lose weight gain it back. The statistics are not BS. It's real. There's an obesity epidemic in America and in the world all over. And it's difficult. Once you are a person that gains weight, there's a big high possibility of it coming back. The reason I want you to do a food journal is to be able to have something to reference. I don't know about you, but how many times a week does your phone fill up full of crap or crash and you have to delete apps? When you have something such as a technology-based reference, it's obsolete. How often do you change your phone? Maybe not very often, but what? Once every couple years? Every 5 years? Mine's usually once every year or two, or whenever it has an issue. How often do you lose your passwords, or suddenly you don't understand how to get back into your accounts? When you write in a 10-cent notebook, all of the factors I just talked about are irrelevant. How often do you move? If you're 30 or 40 years old, maybe not at all. Maybe you'll stay in your house for the rest of your life. Maybe you have a filing cabinet. Does that filing cabinet stay in your life longer than your cell phone? Or your application, should I say? Understand when I say this, I'm erring on the side of caution for you. For creating a lifelong journey. If you look back in time and think about applications and how long they've been around in time, and then look about how long writing has been around. I don't want you to just track in an app. I don't care if you do, but I would not recommend it. When you track in an app, a couple things happen. First of all, you type it in, out of sight, out of mind, it's gone. Poof, go to the next day. When you track in that app, chances are you're tracking as you go. I'm not saying everybody. Some people track it once a week, some people track it every few days, whatever. But usually people are tracking because it's an on-the-go method. And it works great for that. It really does. I have gotten there was one that I used for a little while and I actually enjoyed it. It was fun. I do not like MyFitnessPal. I can't stand it. It's just too confusing. It's too much shit. The one that I was using was 10 times easier. And I could even scan different things, and he wasn't trying to sell you stuff. It wasn't all these ads. It wasn't all this stuff driving you nuts all the time. That's what does that damn thing. I just realized when I swipe my phone down, it goes on, whatever that is. I turned it off, autofocus. Rewind a little while. I was in English class. I went back to college a few years back, and I decided that I wanted to get into my associate's degree. I'm like 2 classes off of my associate's degree, by the way. I have like 180 credits, and you only need 65 to graduate, because I took all kinds of extra classes and different things. I actually need $300 to come up with the thing, because I have a math disability. I have to go to this lady, and she does a $300 thing. Maybe I'll do that soon. I need to come up with the money. And they give you alternative classes because of a learning disability. But when I was in English class, my teacher said some really important stuff that has ring true. You guys know I didn't like reading when I was younger, and I didn't like to I didn't really like school, and I definitely didn't like reading. Reading was one of those things that was my definite hard problem. But in English, 082, 091, 101, 103, going up, I learned from my teachers that there's a difference between reading and actually reading and comprehending, and reading and comprehending and understanding, and reading and comprehending and actually retaining. There's some things like reading and writing notes, reading and underlining, reading and reading again, reading and bookmarking and going back and reading it over. There's a lot of different things. Reading and rewriting it, something that you want to remember. The act of writing something is much more potentially burned in your brain than just tapping something. Do you remember something that you texted last year? Not necessarily, but like if you picked up a book and you read something and you wrote something down about it and then you reread it, you would remember it. I want you guys to understand that the reason I'm saying this is because when you actively write food on a page and you understand your macronutrients, whether it's your carbohydrates, your fat, your calories, you know, how you were feeling, what foods helped you lose weight, what foods didn't, those things aren't going to be prevalent necessarily in like an obvious flippable way to be able to go through that in an application. Again, do whatever you want. But I promise you, if I'm trying to learn how my body responds to something, not just tracking as I go or whatever, it's going to be doing a lot better in a notebook. For me, maybe not for you, but that's fine. But the chances are that whatever you were doing probably isn't working. So why not try something new? This challenge is about understanding what may work for somebody else, what may also work for you if you just tried. So don't be opposed or closed off to trying something else. The reason I have you guys sharing different ways and different types of things to do is because I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to try to figure out things that will work for you. And when you can look back in 10 years when you gain 20 pounds back, not saying I want you to, but if you did, you gain 20 pounds back, you can look back and say, you know what? Man, I've been really pounding that peanut butter, and that peanut butter, according to my little notebook here, says that's my trouble food. Or when I really pile on the spinach, gosh, man, I really do great in my workouts. and my minerals are up, and I'm feeling really good, and I'm feeling fresh, and I'm feeling clean, and my bowels are really good and stuff like that, I'm sorry, but an application's not going to give you that type of detailed information. You can do it. You can try. You can try that. So please, don't be opposed to a notebook. But it's up to you. If it were me, and I had a choice, good old pencil and paper is going to be my best friend. You guys, track your stuff. No matter if it's an application or it's not. It's up to you. But if you have trouble understanding meal plans, meal prep, macronutrients, micronutrients, if you don't know how much sodium that you're supposed to have in a day, or how many grams of fat, or what your percentages are, or something like that, back it up a little. Grab your pencil and paper. Start crunching numbers and start doing this for your future. You guys, have a beautiful day. Be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. #TeamBoo. And thank you so much for all the support. Bye.